He was psyched to play in this series at Citi Field against the team that traded him away as Canning goes upstairs for the strikeout, and that's how matters begin this afternoon. Willing to take their walks. Tucker chases a changeup, and Canning's got back-to-back strikeouts to start his day. 3-2 to Suzuki, and he struck him out. Good changeup by Canning, who strikes out the side in the opening inning. Hasn't made more than 15 starts in a year since 2019. And he goes upstairs with the changeup to strike out Lindor for the first down. And Soto chases the breaking ball, and Boyd's got back-to-back strikeouts. So there have been 5 batters in this game, 5 Ks. And both pitchers strike out the side in the opening inning. Torrens stocks one out to left center. Back in the gap goes Suzuki near the wall. Torrens still can't make the catch. Around third is Marte. He'll come in to score. Racing for third is Torrens. He slides in safely with an RBI triple. And the Mets strike first. It's 1-0 New York. Well, Pete Crow Armstrong has been catching just about everything this year. That was just beyond his reach.
Yeah, a little bit too far off. High off.
Looked out. And a good back foot change up there by Griffin Canning for his 5th strikeout of the day. 2 down.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of expanding the zone when he's ahead. And as a hitter, you're not expecting a changeup inside. You're looking at maybe a 2-seamer at your front hip or a slider.
Tucker grounds one down to Alonso. Canning gets over to cover, and Canning able to work through trouble in the third. Little number, and Canning, a former Gold Glover, makes a beautiful highlight grab and gets the out at first.
Yeah, I remember because he was in big league spring training when I was a manager with the Yankees. Here's an outstanding play. The little glove toss, that's a lot of confidence in your glove toss. Oh, but I guess if you have gold on your mantle, you can do that.
At least you have a golden glove, you might as well use it. As that curveball is on the outside corner, and he strikes out Alonso. His 5th strikeout.
So this is important for him to get through this lineup.
And he gets one in the air along the left field line. Suzuki battling the sun and the wind, going toward the corner. He makes the catch. Nicely done by Suzuki. Caught that ball in fair territory. 2 hits and 2 left for the Mets. Check swing on a 3-0 pitch. Certainly not what Swanson had in mind. And Acuna makes the toss for the second out. Boy, that's got to be frustrating as a hitter.
Well, you think about the last 2 outs, how frustrating. And then you get a 3-0 pitch, and you're looking for a fastball, probably middle in, and it ran too far in.
Justin Turner grounds one down to third. Nice easy hop for Vientos. And that retires the side. 9 in a row retired by Griffin Canning. We're halfway through on Sunday. A pickoff move, and he got him at first base. Well, we've been talking about that pickoff move for Matthew Boyd, and he gets the rookie Luis Angel Acuna for the second out. And Lindor goes down on the curveball, and that's how the 5th inning comes to an end. 6 strikeouts now for Matthew Boyd. Crow Armstrong deep to right, and that's going to tie up the game. Pete Crow Armstrong in Flushing puts a dent in the team that traded him away. His 10th home run of the year to tie up this game at 1.
Yes, I was just about to say he had done a really good job of keeping the ball just below the zone or just above the zone. And that one he left in the zone. And the one thing about PCA is his damage in the zone is incredible.
Okay. Mark Vientos tries his hand, and he launches one to deep left field. Suzuki back near the wall. It's out of here. Last night it was Brett Baty hitting 2 home runs and driving in 5. Tonight it's his good friend Mark Vientos laying down his marker. His 5th of the year gives the Mets a 2-1 lead.
Well, we talked so much about the 3rd time and the stuff falling off a lot.
Tying run in scoring position with 1 out. And now Horner lashes one into left field, and that's going to tie up the game. Around third comes Bush. He'll come in to score. Horner heads to second. He's in standing with an RBI double. And the Cubs have come back to tie it again. It's 2-2 in the 7th.
Nico Horner, being one of the toughest hitters to strike out in baseball, uses the whole field. He's able to push balls inside the other way. He's able to pull breaking balls. Doesn't necessarily hit the ball extremely hard in the 17 innings.
Lindor smacks one to deep right field. Tucker back on the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor puts the Mets back in front with his 9th home run of the year. 3-2 New York.
He's pretty amazing how he has the ability to get the team started and to finish games. And he does it so many different ways, but he's done it with big home runs this year. And there's one right there.
Now Vientos bangs one to the center for a base hit. Alonso being waved home. It's bobbled by Crow Armstrong. And Alonso scores standing up. And the Mets have an insurance run. It's 4-2. Vientos, who hit the home run that gave the Mets the lead in the sixth, now provides some insurance. 1-2 to Nimmo. And he slugs one to deep right field. Tucker back to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with the Mets' second home run of the bottom of the eighth inning. His eighth of the year, a two-run shot. And now the Mets have scored 4 times in the bottom of the eighth and lead the Cubs 6-2.
Well, we knew both starters would not go into the seventh or the eighth, and it became a game of the bullpens. And so far, the Mets bullpen has outpitched the Cubs where you don't need them.
Another ground ball, this one for Alonso, and that'll do it. And the Mets take 2 out of 3 in the series from the Cubs. An eighth-inning explosion with home runs by Lindor and Nimmo. 6 strong innings for Griffin Canning. And Diaz closes it out as the Mets defeat the Cubs 6-2.